Have you ever noticed yourself reaching for the wall or furniture when you stand up too fast? Or maybe you've caught yourself stumbling slightly when you turn around quickly, or losing confidence walking on uneven ground. You might even joke and say, "I'm just getting old." But here's the truth. That loss of balance isn't just age. It's something much more specific happening inside your body. Doctors now know that the moment we hit 65, the body starts to change in subtle ways that directly affect how we stay upright. The inner ear becomes less sensitive, the muscles that stabilize our ankles and hips weaken, and the brain's ability to coordinate movement begins to slow, unless we train it. But here's the good news. Balance loss is reversible. It's not a permanent part of aging. In fact, just a few minutes of the right movements each day can retrain your brain, strengthen your stabilizer muscles, and restore your confidence when you walk. So in this video, we'll explore exactly why balance declines after 65, and the 3 simple exercises doctors recommend to bring it back, even if you've already started to feel unsteady. If you're over 65, or you care about someone who is, hit that like button right now so more people can see this life-changing information. Let's start with what's really happening when balance starts to fade. Inside your inner ear, there are 3 tiny semicircular canals filled with fluid. They act like spirit levels, detecting motion and helping your brain know where your head is in space. When you're young, these sensors send clear, fast signals to your brain. But after 65, the hair cells inside them, the tiny receptors that sense movement, begin to degenerate. The result? Slower signals, delayed reactions, and that floating or unstable feeling when you turn too quickly. At the same time, another change happens in your muscles and joints. The small stabilizers in your feet, calves, and hips, the ones that make constant micro-adjustments to keep you upright, weaken quietly from years of underuse. You might still walk or exercise, but walking mostly moves you forward in one straight line. Balance, however, requires side-to-side control, rotation, and quick reactions. Those abilities fade unless you deliberately train them. And finally, the brain itself plays a huge role. Every time you shift your weight, your brain integrates signals from your eyes, inner ears, and body, a process called sensory integration. But as we age, that system can become slower and less coordinated, especially if we don't challenge it. That's why many older adults find that simply turning their head while walking feels disorienting. The good news? The brain is adaptable. It can relearn, at any age, through something called neuroplasticity. To understand how quickly this decline can happen, researchers at the Mayo Clinic tracked over 1,000 adults between ages 60 and 80. They found that 1 in 4 adults over 65 experiences a fall each year. And the single strongest predictor wasn't muscle weakness or poor vision. It was balance instability. But the same study showed that people who practiced balance-specific exercises for just 10 minutes a day improved their stability by over 40% in 8 weeks. 10 minutes a day. That's all it took to literally retrain their nervous system. Let's take a look at an example. Henry, age 71, loved gardening, but had stopped kneeling or reaching because he feared losing his balance. His daughter noticed and brought him to a physiotherapist. The therapist taught him 3 simple movements to do every morning: single leg stands, heel-to-toe walks, and controlled head turns while standing. Within 3 weeks, Henry's confidence returned. By the end of 2 months, he was back tending his garden without hesitation. That's the kind of transformation these small daily actions can bring. So now, let's dive into the 3 easy moves that doctors and physical therapists recommend to reverse age-related balance loss. The first move is called the single leg stand. It's the foundation of balance training. Start by standing tall near a wall or counter for support. Shift your weight gently onto your right foot. Lift your left foot a few inches off the ground. Keep your eyes forward and your core slightly engaged. Try to hold this position for 10 seconds, then switch sides. At first, you might wobble or need to touch the counter. That's fine. Your brain is recalibrating. The more you practice, the steadier you'll become. For added challenge, try it with your eyes closed or while slowly turning your head left and right. Studies from the British Journal of Sports Medicine show that being able to balance on one leg for at least 10 seconds is directly linked to longevity and fall prevention. It's not just a test, it's a training tool. The second move is called the heel-to-toe walk. Find a clear hallway or use your kitchen counter for support. Place your right foot directly in front of your left so that your heel touches your toes. Then take a slow, careful step forward, again placing your heel directly in front of your toe. Continue for 10 steps, then walk backward the same way. Keep your head up and your gaze forward, not at your feet. This exercise trains your brain to coordinate movement between your eyes, legs, and vestibular system. It's one of the most effective drills for improving gait stability. If you want to make it more advanced, try walking heel to toe while slowly turning your head side to side. It mimics real-world balance challenges, like looking around while walking in a crowd or stepping off a curb. The third move is called the clock reach. Imagine you're standing in the center of a clock. Your right foot stays planted at the center. Lift your left leg slightly and reach it forward toward 12 o'clock, then out to 3 o'clock, then back toward 6 o'clock. Return to center after each reach. Repeat 5 times on each side. This dynamic exercise strengthens the hips, improves coordination, and retrains your brain to stabilize the body during multidirectional movements. It's also great for improving proprioception, your body's sense of position, which naturally declines with age. Physical therapist Dr. Grayson Wickham calls this the single best home exercise for seniors because it combines stability, mobility, and brain engagement in one move. Now, here's the most important part: how you practice. It's not about doing these perfectly, it's about doing them consistently. 1 to 2 minutes per movement is enough. That's 6 minutes total, less than the time it takes to make breakfast. The key is progressive challenge. Start near a wall or chair for safety. As you improve, reduce support. Try balancing while brushing your teeth or standing in line. Make it part of daily life, not a workout chore. Remember, balance is a skill. Like any skill, it improves through repetition and feedback. Every wobble your body corrects strengthens the neural connections that keep you steady. Let's talk about what happens inside your body when you do this. Every time you practice balance, thousands of tiny nerve receptors in your feet and joints fire signals up your spinal cord to your brain's cerebellum, the region that controls coordination. With age, those signals can become weaker or slower, but targeted movement reawakens them. At the same time, balance exercises stimulate your vestibular system, that inner ear mechanism we mentioned earlier, and your visual focus. When your eyes, ears, and muscles learn to communicate better, stability improves dramatically. And perhaps the most overlooked benefit? These exercises also strengthen your mind. Balance training has been shown to enhance concentration, reaction time, and even short-term memory in older adults. In a 2020 study from the University of Illinois, participants over 65 who practiced balance for 6 weeks performed significantly better on cognitive tests than those who walked daily but didn't train balance. The reason is fascinating. Balance requires constant micro-adjustments. Your brain is actively solving tiny physical puzzles hundreds of times per second. That mental engagement builds new neural connections, keeping your mind as sharp as your body. Now let's correct a few common myths about balance loss. Myth 1. It's just aging. Not true. Age plays a role, but inactivity plays a bigger one. People who stay active and challenge their coordination retain excellent balance well into their 80s and beyond. Myth 2. Walking is enough. Walking is great for cardiovascular health, but it doesn't train lateral stability or sensory reaction, the skills that prevent falls. Myth 3. Once you lose balance, it's gone. Science disagrees. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, continues throughout life. You can rebuild these skills at any age with focused practice. Let's visualize what improvement looks like. Week 1. You can barely hold a single leg stand for 5 seconds. Week 2. You can do 10 seconds on each side. Week 3. You walk heel to toe down the hallway without grabbing the counter. Week 4. You notice you're moving around the house more confidently. By week 6, you can reach for things above your head or bend to tie your shoes without hesitation. Each of those small milestones adds up to something powerful. Independence. To enhance results, combine these movements with daily habits that support your balance system. Stay hydrated. Dehydration affects the fluid in your inner ear, making you feel dizzy. Eat foods rich in magnesium and omega-3s, like nuts, seeds, and salmon, to support nerve communication. Get sunlight daily. Vitamin D strengthens muscles and bones, reducing fall risk. And most importantly, keep your environment safe. Remove loose rugs, improve lighting, and wear supportive shoes indoors. Balance isn't just about muscles, it's about awareness. Now take a deep breath and imagine this. You wake up in the morning, step out of bed, and feel grounded. Not stiff, not hesitant, but strong. You walk to the kitchen without holding on to anything. You bend to feed your pet, stand up, and realize, no wobble, no fear. That feeling is confidence, and you can have it again. Because your body hasn't forgotten how to balance, it's just waiting for you to remind it. So here's your 7-day challenge. For the next week, perform these 3 moves every morning or evening. 1 minute each. That's all. By the end of 7 days, you'll notice better stability. By the end of 30, you'll move with ease again. If this helped you, hit the like button right now so YouTube shows it to more people who need it. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because in next week's video, we'll share the bedtime ritual that improves leg circulation and prevents nighttime cramps. And finally, share this video with a friend or parent over 65. You might just help them regain the confidence to walk tall again. Because balance isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's knowing you can trust your body to support you wherever you go. So start today. Stand tall, lift 1 foot, breathe steadily, and remind yourself, you're stronger than you think, and it's never too late to find your balance again. You've got this.